friends, welcome in another episode of Lots of Blades. I'm sure you maybe have seen the series Witcher or played the game, but today it's gonna be Witcher real life because I have here my friend from Fences Guild, John and Peter, and we're gonna try a lot of interesting weapons that guys brought. They're gonna show us cool techniques, but in the end the extreme test on tactical Cavalry helmet. It's gonna be really cool, guys. Let's get started. So who are you guys and what are you doing? Can you explain a little bit?
Sure. I'm Peter, this is my partner John, and we are from Fences Guild. We are following real historical fencing based on treatises, historical treatises, books about fencing. And we brought some historical weapons. Everything is hand forged, hardened steel,
Wow.
100% real. And here we have a long sword, sharp. Just next to it is a training longsword, which has exactly the same features like a sharp weapon, but it's a training weapon. As you can see, there are no blades, it's not sharp. This is a falchion. It's a bit earlier weapon, but it's beautiful. It's very special. Here, this is a so-called Papendolch, which is a Renaissance dagger.
Looks badass, this one, I really like it.
It's really bad. And here we got Langes Messer, right? One-handed, or it can be even two-handed, but this boy is a bit bigger.
And can you explain me in a simple way, how does it work, guys? Some techniques or...
It's super simple. You just grab a sword and it starts to slash. No, but in reality, what is really interesting in the European fencing is, despite the long sword has two blades, right? It is called the long blade or long edge and the short edge. And most of the work, while addressing dueling, fencing with another opponent who's got more or less the same weapon, most of the strikes and blows are not delivered with the long edge, which is like the standard way we would cut, but the opposite, the so-called
opposite
short
side?
edge. Yeah, this is
okay.
really interesting because the European fencing is very typical about it. So most of the strikes are actually delivered with the crossed
on the other
or
side,
inverted,
like twist and pa.
and it makes it beautiful. It's really flourishing, very rich, colorful movement, and it's really different, for instance,
But
with
you
the
still
Japanese.
try to hit with this part or more?
Definitely. For fencing, we recognize three so-called injuries: by stabbing, by cutting, and then by so-called slicing. So then, while we are closer, we can do so-called slicing. All right. Of course, you can also slap, hit with the flat. This is also for striking, not only for defense. Defense is is basically secondary effect of the cross guard. So this is a weapon. So penetrating through the neck or the soft tissues.
Also the handle.
And the same thing is for the pommel and the handle. So the whole thing is a weapon.
So Peter, in the trailer for The Witcher, I have seen that guy is using like this reverse grip. Is it normal to use it, or you would maybe change it?
Well, as far as we can tell, according to the historical evidence, there's nothing like this in the tradition in Europe.
No.
It would be inefficient, and it could be even very dangerous for you trying to use a sword this way. Nevertheless, for fantasy and choreographies, it's wonderful, and Witcher did really well.
Yeah, the trailer is really nice.
It's wonderful. So, as I mentioned before, we have long edge and the short edge, and we try to deliver the strikes by stabbing, by cutting, slashing, and also cutting by reversed direction, where we're trying to hit the opponent in the angle or with this so-called short edge. Here you can see that it's really shorter, but the longsword got the same terminology and it works the same. Then of course we have again the cross guard and we have the pommel, so the whole thing works and delivers
You
strikes.
work with basically not just with the blade, but basically with everything.
The whole
on
thing
sword.
is a
Wow.
weapon as well as your whole body.
Woo. So in your fences guild, that you guys doing also like a kicks and other fighting and
Yes.
stuff like that?
The whole European martial art, I mean, like regarding or concerning the weapons, it's based on unarmed combat, so-called ringen, which is like nowadays combative military, unarmed combat system. So throws, blows, elbow strikes, knees.
Wow.
But kicking in Europe is basically up to the waist, not higher. Makes sense. You wouldn't do a high kicks in
Yeah.
the blade man, right?
No stretch in the armor. So John, can you explain a little bit how does the real fight look like in the medieval times with these weapons?
Of course. So it has basically three phases. The first initial phase is approaching the combat, getting the bind. Second is working with the opponent in a bind, and third is leaving the bind and seeing how successful my work was.
Last but not least, guys, like we promised, we have this Kevlar tactical helmet. So Peter, what do you think is going to happen with this beautiful helmet? Do you have any idea?
Honestly, we don't know. Never tried it. So we have this unique chance to see what's going to happen, how this very modern head protection will stand against medieval
Wow.
technology.
Woo! I'm really wondering myself. Let me know, guys, in the comment section below, what do you think is going to happen? Do you think the sword will gonna snap or the helmet? Only waiting to find out. Let's see. But before we will get to the actual test, guys, we just have to remind you that this is for the entertainment purposes only. But like I heard, this test was never done before, right, John?
Yes, that's correct. I don't think that it was done before. Normally, you would use a different way of defeating a helmeted opponent. So let's see how it
Yeah,
goes.
on the battlefield, guys, you would not smack somebody on the helmet, but we're gonna try it. Let's see. So Peter, what's your plan for this helmet?
Plan is simple. We'll use the Langersmesser, smashing with the long edge. If it works and it snaps, we're good. If it's not, then we have the other weapon.
Wow. Once again, guys, let us know in the comments. It's gonna be really cool. Enjoy. Alright, let's see, guys.
Oh, there's nothing
surprised.
from the words.
Let's see. Ooh,
Wow,
nasty scratch.
look at that. There's quite nothing. It's just a scratch. Full power strike.
There's something from the other side or nothing?
Let's have a look again.
Ah, it's a very strong helmet. But guys, we are not done yet. Let's see if we can penetrate it. After second hit,
Are you ready to see what's from the other side?
let's see. Ooh,
Not much happened again.
nearly same.
We can see the structure, the fibers, but there's no penetration at all. Well, a bit, because the edge of the blade is really hitting hard, but it was not enough.
Yeah, we also changed the sword and tried with this part, right? But even nothing.
Super durable.
Wow. You think maybe it have sense to continue, or
So far we failed. For the third,
you wanna
Try.
try again?
let's try the long sword.
Okay. Yeah. Awesome. After the third hit, which one was it? You think this one?
It should be the biggest one, but it went a bit sideways.
Uh-huh.
So maybe one more try, quick.
Yeah, let's do it. Why not? Wow! You hit again very nicely to the middle.
It's a bit bent inward, but we have failed. The Kevlar helmet is the winner of today.
Wow, so strong. Yeah, I can see inside a little bit of bending. Maybe you would have a little bit of headache, but I think Modern Soldier this time is a winner, guys. But do you remember the sword from the last time, guys? Let's see if this one will be successful. No way! What? You actually got it! What? Look at that, guys! This sword is really beast, and Master Jakub also. But just one more detail. Look at that. From the cut, you would be actually safe because I don't know what the material is on the other side, but you would be still protected. Look at that. There's no cut, but on the other side, damn, this is insane. You can see clearly the Kevlar plates. Holy hell! Wow.
You can see the massive energy of the impact.
Ooh.
How is it breaking through?
And
Yes,
still
very
nothing.
interesting is I cut it with Monouchi, this part of blade, and without some damage.
Wow.
Incredible.
Little bonus, guys. What about my throwing knives and the Kevlar helmet? Ooh. Here you go, guys. Look at that. So if you put a lot of power and have a really good knife, you can penetrate the helmet. But still, totally nothing on the other side. This is very durable. Wow, guys, what an amazing episode! I would like to thanks to my friends from Fences Guild, Peter and John. I hope you learned a lot of interesting stuff, and definitely be sure to check out more episodes of Lords of Blades. But for today, guys, that's it. So thank you everyone for watching. Share, like, comment, subscribe, and see you next time.